Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another World Cup review. Korea Republic slash South Korea 2, Portugal 1, as the South Koreans go through. Massive congrats to them, even though at the time of recording. Yes, this video is gonna go out quite late, because I've been quite sick for the past few days. So yeah, I'm getting better. At the moment, they're getting humiliated by Brazil. I know, I'm recording these and then editing it, uploading it, and it's not easy, there's games going on every single time, so I basically missed every single game of final towards the end of group, like match day 3 in the group stages, and basically so far a couple of the round of 16 games. So personally, yeah, I've been trying my best, but just haven't been able to get it out. I'll get these out as fast as I possibly can, and time is really going fast as well. So yeah, but South Korea beating Portugal 2-1 in this game. I'm not gonna talk much about it because South Korea, I gotta go home. But I mean, making out their group is a good thing. They will go home. As yeah, Portugal got off to a good start. Dalot, man, I mean, that play from himself on that right hand side was brilliant. I think it's underrated. I think in terms of right back this season at least, okay, he's got to be up there with the top 3 in the Premier League. I think Cancelo has been playing on the left, but if you would consider him as a right, of course, for sure he'll be up there. I think Reece James before his injury was very good. I don't think Trent has been good enough in terms of, as a right back, right? It's more about the defensive side. Yes, a lot of people would say, oh my god, there's more to his game than just defending. But he isn't a centre mid, he isn't a right winger. If he was a right winger, I would say, yeah, for sure. But you can't be a right back and say, oh, but there's more to his game than defending, so he's a good player. I don't think you can say that. I don't think that's how it works. Maybe Trippier in there as well. I'm trying to think of other players. Ooh, it's not many, to be fair. I mean, technically Ben White as well, so I think he's up there with some of these other players. Diogo Dalot, good crossing, hot out of the goal, getting a start for him, good. The manager, every single team, like the top teams, all lost their last game. If you look at it, right, the top teams who won both of their first games, we had, obviously Portugal, we have Brazil, who we'll talk about later on. So you have got some of these bigger teams. I mean, if you're gonna talk about shocker itself, France as well. Yeah, by the way, Argentina losing to Saudi Arabia. You got, Germany and Spain losing to Japan. So you have some shockers in there, and I've gotta say, this one is up there. But I can't say I'm very surprised. Because it's the last game. Portugal know they're true. They'll rotate. It's what it is. France losing to Tunisia in the last game wasn't a surprise either, because they rested. I mean, Argentina, they put out the strongest side and still lost to Saudi, was a shock. Or Germany putting out a strong side on match day 1 against Japan and still lost. So you gotta look at these games and go, which is actually a really shocking one. I think if I had to choose so far, it will be either that Saudi Argentina or Germany Japan. So I don't think this game is a shock in terms of, oh my god, who would have thought? Like, obviously we would have expected it, but based on the squad and based on the rotations, I think it's not too surprising. Kim with the equalizer. I mean, do you look at like their whole defense, like South Korea, everyone is called Kim. Literally, like I don't even know which Kim this is. This is not Kim In Jae. This is Kim Yong Hwan, I think, or whatever. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry to the person that I'm saying his name wrong, but yeah. With the equalizer, later on, Hwang Hee-chan winning it. And I've got to give credit to one player that I felt that was different. Heung-min Son. I mean, you look at it. He had, I think it was Palhinha, I think it was Dalot as well, was trying to go in and take the ball away. He just holds the ball up, waiting for runners. And he was basically the only player in the counter attack. They were, I think it was a corner or free kick for Portugal at the other end. They cleared away. Son was the only man there. And the fact that he held the ball for that long, waited for Huang Yichan to go forward, made a nice pass, Huang Yichan with a nice finish, got it done. That is fantastic. Fantastic goal. I think people look at the Mexico free kick and go, what a goal. Or Alderweiri's goal against Argentina, or many other goals. There's so many goals, you can't remember them all. But I think that goal just shows that even if you're drawing or losing, sometimes a bit of patience can help you. And Son, he wasn't rushing, he wasn't nervous and panicking and going, what should I do next? Or should I take a random shot? Or should I just randomly pass? He had the coolness to wait for a runner to hold the ball up and then to make that pass. I think that is something that brings Son to another level compared to a lot of other players. Son is just different. I think a lot of people will be wondering, you know, what is the difference? I think Son is so good at this, right? And I think Son is a really fantastic player, and I think a team like Spurs are lucky to have Son. I think Son would play at one of the best sides in the Europe. I think Bayern Munich are a side that probably would get him if they could. I think controversial one. I think Son will get into Liverpool or City for sure, man. I think he's that good. Like, I don't think City have any wingers except maybe for the future Foden. But if you think about it, right, I don't think City have got a left winger except Foden who would be, oh my god, we have to keep him. Like, I don't think Grealish is that. So I do think that Son will get in. I think Liverpool Son will easily get in. I think right now he could also play up front or as a number 10 to be fair. I think number 10 to be fair could be a nice role. I think Bayern Munich, you know, as well. I think if we didn't already have Vinicius, I think Son would be quite good off the left. Or even in the middle. I think Son is quite versatile. He can play basically anywhere in the front three, even off the right. It's not preferred, but he can do a job. Number 10 as well, right? But he's very versatile. He's a very good player. He's been doing it in the Premier League for years now. I mean, him getting tied Golden Boot with 23 goals with Salah isn't speaked enough. I just don't think it is. I think Salah is always that, oh my god, best right wing in the world, Mo Salah, the Egyptian king. But Son doesn't get spoken enough. I know Salah has a Champions League and there's one Premier Leagues, but if you're talking about individual quality, I think Son is up there with Salah. I genuinely think so. And Son, what a player. I just gotta say one more time before I end this video. Son, what a player. Fantastic. But that will be it for today's review between Korea, South Korea, Korea Republic, and Portugal. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's review. Hit the like button if you guys did. Subscribe to the channel if it's on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.